Money, I'm home. Welcome in. I'm Lynn Jarman Johnson with Consumers Credit Union. From finance to fitness, we have it all. And we also are always trying to help you grab that property, get that home, and make sure that you have the best opportunity for the new home. And it has been such a wild ride in the market lately. Josh Summerfield and David Pendley are our experts here at Consumers Credit Union, and they are such a delight to have every month. Thanks so much, you guys, for joining us.
Glad to be here.
Great to be here.
Well, I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to start with you, David, and I want to ask a question because it seems like I've been reading more and more. We know that inventory is really tight, but I think what I've been reading more about is the fact that there's some deep concern with the fact that there's just very high-end homes, and then the medium to lower-end homes are almost getting bought up even by some investors, which is a little bit scary for those who really need to get into a home that they can afford.
It is. It's that low to moderate income buyer or that first-time homeowner has really been challenged in the last 12 to 24 months in buying that house. Investors, second home buyers, cash buyers, what's called iBuyers, which are institutional buyers or corporate buyers who are literally buying houses in certain marketplaces and so forth. It's just wiping out the opportunities for that low to moderate income buyer. And the federal government and our housing agencies, it is their absolute number one priority, trying to find ways to get this segment of the population into home ownership.
Josh, as you look, our membership has such a wide array of members that have so many different options on mortgage rates and so many different options on mortgage opportunities. Tell us a little bit about how Consumers is helping those who are really looking for that perfect home in their price range.
Yeah, I think it's about having options. It's about trying to figure out what is going to be the best way to get you into that house, to structure an offer. When you're going in to submit offers, you got to get a little creative right now. If you're in that low to moderate price range of a home, you got to think outside the box. It can't just be throwing an offer and like the good old days and it's going to get accepted. You may be up against 8, 9, 10 different offers. So, and also partnering with our realtors. We have a lot of partners that we work with and if you're not working with somebody already, we can connect you with that have a really great track record of finding ways to get their offers accepted, which is important right now, especially when you're trying to get in that home or you need to get in that home.
Well, and I think, David, that partnership with a mortgage loan officer and a realtor, we cannot stress that enough. It's something that we've been talking about in the last 2 years because there's been such a low inventory of homes. The realtor, though, really has to be working hard, don't they, to know exactly what you as a homeowner or potential homeowner really want as you're going to put an offer in.
Yeah, we've seen more than ever a very resourceful, seasoned realtor get the disproportionate number of offers accepted, where sometimes an inexperienced or less efficient realtor doesn't. The great realtors, they ask questions like, what does the seller really want? Sometimes it's not the highest price. Sometimes they want to sell the house today and not have to move for 3 months while they're finishing building their home. Sometimes it's a different component than just the top dollar. And so a good realtor will find that and find those ways to marry the buyer with the seller. And so a good realtor is so probably more key today than ever to try to get your offers accepted.
Well, I love the fact, Josh, that you mentioned that we have partners that we work with that are trusted realtors in all of the markets that we serve. Josh, one of the things that I think is really cool too is the fact that our programs truly are customizable for any homeowner. We like to listen to stories of where people are and where they want to go.
You could say that again. We love the stories, right? We love to hear every one of our members' stories and try to build on that story and take it to the next chapter. And, how are we going to get them in that home? And with one of our great products that we can kind of customize to everybody's individual situation to get them in that home. It's the fun part of the job. That's what the loan officers love, to really put the pieces of that puzzle together with our members.
Hey, is inventory, David, coming up a little bit anywhere?
It is. It was encouraging last week. I don't know why, but there was a splash of inventory in all of our markets. And so that was encouraging. Why is this? Why is there limited inventory? It's really two reasons. It's somewhat of gridlock in that obviously interest rates went up last year. And so now we're sitting in the high sixes or low sevens, depending on the type of product. And some people don't want to give up a 2% rate. The other reason is there's hundreds and hundreds of potential sellers who would love to reset and maybe go to the 4-bedroom or 3-bedroom or whatever they're looking to move up to or down to, but they don't want to jump into this limited inventory market. So I think it's going to be like a set of dominoes. Once it comes on the inventory, I think there's going to be a lot of activity. But we just need to get the houses on the market so these hundreds of pre-approved buyers that we have can go buy their dream house.
See, and that is I think you just hit the nail on the head, that pre-approval. Josh, incredibly important.
You really shouldn't even go start looking without it, right? Especially when you're going to be up against multiple offers. You're not even being taken seriously. Most agents won't even show you a house unless you're pre-approved. So getting with that loan officer as early as possible. Maybe you've got a little bit of work to do with it to get ready to be pre-approved. We can work with you, hold your hand through that whole process and get you prepared. So that way, when you are submitting an offer and you're working with that seasoned realtor that's going to, really craft that offer to get it accepted, that it's foolproof. We've already done the legwork behind the scenes.
Hey, Josh, is there a standard length of time of what a pre-approval is? I mean, do you have to reset it after a certain amount of months, and how does that work?
Yeah, we say 90 days. After 90 days, we want to kind of re-up that. We want to take a new pulse and get updated documents and make sure everything is just as it was, 3 months ago.
Well, David and Josh, thank you so much. I'm Lynn Jarman-Johnson with Consumers Credit Union. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you, Jake Esselink, for your production skills. David, Josh, have a fabulous week.
You too.
Thanks for them.